Why do millions of middle-class Americans keep choosing Toyota, even when flashier, faster, and significantly more luxurious cars are absolutely everywhere you look? Imagine driving through any standard American suburban neighborhood right now. You will see driveways filled with brand new BMWs, aggressive-looking Autis, and sleek Teslas. But right next door, parked quietly in the shadow of all that expensive metal, is a 10-year-old Toyota Camry. And the person driving that Camry might actually be wealthier than the neighbor with the luxury car. It is a fascinating paradox, and it's not just about price, and it is definitely not about looks. It is about something much deeper, something most people don't even realize they are actively thinking about when they walk into a dealership. Because when a middle-class American family chooses a car, they are not just buying a mode of transportation. They are fundamentally protecting their future. Think about it for a second. The average, hardworking person isn't actually trying to impress strangers on the highway while stuck in morning traffic on the I-95 or the 405. What they are really trying to do is avoid problems. They are constantly thinking about reliability, about routine maintenance, about the unpredictable cost of fuel, and the eventual resale value. All the invisible, unsexy factors that don't look exciting on a flashy YouTube thumbnail, but are the absolute most important things every single day in real life. And this is exactly where Toyota quietly, consistently, and ruthlessly dominates the American market. While other luxury brands are aggressively competing for your attention with blinding speed, hand-stitched leather, and futuristic design, Toyota is competing in an entirely different, much more powerful psychological game, the game of trust. When someone buys a Toyota, they are not screaming to the world, "Look at me, look how successful I am." Instead, their subconscious is whispering a desperate plea, "I just don't want any headaches." And that specific decision is deeply, undeniably psychological. You have to understand that middle-class buyers in the United States usually do not have unlimited access to money. In their world, every single dollar has a specific job: paying the terrifyingly high mortgage, covering the grocery bill that seems to double every year, saving for their children's college tuition, and trying to build a retirement fund. Every mistake in this financial ecosystem has severe, long-lasting consequences. A sudden breakdown on the side of the road isn't just a minor inconvenience. It is an immediate trigger for intense stress, lost time at a demanding job, and unexpected, devastating mechanic bills that can wipe out months of careful saving. So, their brain naturally, instinctively avoids risk. This is a cognitive bias known as risk aversion, and Toyota has spent decades building one simple, unbreakable reputation to answer this exact fear. It just works. Over time, that reputation becomes a powerful mental shortcut in the consumer's brain. People don't have the time or energy to analyze every single mechanical detail, read every technical manual, or compare every single specification. Instead, they remember stories. They remember that their uncle had a Tacoma with 300,000 miles on it that never broke down, or they remember their mom's old Corolla that survived 5 harsh winters without ever failing to start. These small, everyday stories slowly turn into powerful, deeply rooted beliefs. In psychology, this is called familiarity bias, the concept that the more we hear something works, the more we see it surviving in the real world, the more we inherently trust it without ever questioning it. And let me tell you, trust is absolutely everything when your money is tight and the economy is unpredictable. But it goes even deeper than just saving money or avoiding a trip to the mechanic. Choosing a Toyota is profoundly about identity. Middle-class families in America often see themselves as practical, responsible, and highly disciplined individuals. They take pride in their hard work, and they absolutely do not want to feel reckless. They do not want to look in the mirror and feel like they are foolishly wasting their hard-earned money just to impress people they don't even like. So, when they actively choose a reliable, fuel-efficient, long-lasting car, it acts as a physical validation of that identity. Every time they turn the key, the car subtly tells them, it is the ultimate, predictable variable in a profoundly unpredictable world. And when everything else around you is uncertain, predictability feels exactly like having control over your own life. But right here is where we reach the most fascinating, mind-bending part of this entire psychological equation. Because this exact same decision-making process can subtly become a massive limitation in your life. Listen closely to this. When you always, constantly, by default choose safety, you might completely miss out on incredible opportunities for growth, deep enjoyment, or even calculated risks that could radically improve your existence. Some people, without even realizing it, stay completely stuck in a lifelong cycle of playing it safe. They stay in the exact same boring job for 20 years because I am making the smart choice, I am a responsible provider. And to the human ego, that feeling of safety and discipline matters far more than horsepower, aggressive styling, or luxury features. Because at the end of the day, when the garage door closes, peace of mind is infinitely more valuable than the temporary excitement of a fast car. Now, I want you to completely compare that mindset to the psychology behind buying luxury or performance cars. Those purchases are driven almost entirely by raw emotion. The desire for elevated status, the thrill of acceleration, and the desperate craving for social recognition. And look, there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting nice things, but it always comes with massive trade-offs. Higher maintenance costs, rapidly degrading software, faster depreciation that burns through your net worth, and a constant, silent financial pressure that sits heavy on your chest. The middle class knows this, even if they don't say it out loud at dinner parties. Their brain is constantly running a silent, background calculation. Is this temporary thrill really worth the long-term risk? And most of the time, that deeply ingrained survival instinct leads them right back to the Toyota dealership. It is certainly not the most exciting choice. You aren't going to get an adrenaline rush from buying a RAV4, but it is the safest one. And safety, in a strict financial sense, is incredibly attractive when your resources are limited and the world feels chaotic. This exact psychological mechanism is also why Toyota wins the ultimate game of long-term thinking. Middle-class buyers aren't just thinking about today, or tomorrow, or next week. They are thinking about 5, 10, or even 15 years ahead into the future. They want a car that will still reliably start when life gets unexpectedly harder, when medical emergencies happen, when inflation spikes, and when absolute stability matters significantly more than outward style. And Toyota brilliantly delivers that exact consistency. Is safe. They never start that business they dream about because it is risky, and they never upgrade their mindset, always choosing basic reliability over boundless possibility. So, the real, profound question we need to ask today isn't simply why do people choose Toyota? The real, uncomfortable question you need to ask yourself is what are they actually optimizing for? Are they truly optimizing for peace of mind? Or are they simply avoiding fear? Because I promise you, there is a massive, life-altering difference between the two. One is an active choice for stability, while the other is a passive surrender to anxiety. And understanding that specific difference can entirely change how you make decisions. Not just about the car you park in your driveway, but about your career, your relationships, your investments, and your entire life. If you are someone who deeply values stability, predictability, and long-term planning, a Toyota is an absolutely incredible choice. It protects your fragile finances, significantly reduces your daily stress, and gives you unmatched long-term reliability. But if you are quietly chasing massive growth, unique experiences, or a passion that burns inside of you, you might need to start thinking far beyond just what is safe. The absolute key to mastering your life is awareness. Don't just blindly follow the crowd. Try to deeply understand exactly why the crowd is doing what it is doing. Because once you decode the hidden psychology behind the decisions of the masses, you gain the rare ability to make a profoundly better decision for yourself. A decision that is not based on the fear of losing money and not based on the superficial desire for social status, but based entirely on what truly, genuinely matters to your soul. And that is where real power lies. So, the next time you are driving down the highway and you see a standard Toyota Camry or a Highlander on the road, which, let's be perfectly honest, will probably happen in the next 5 minutes, I don't want you to just see a piece of metal on 4 wheels. I want you to see a mindset. A very specific mindset built on intense caution, financial discipline, and long-term survival thinking. And then, I want you to look at your own life and ask yourself a very difficult question. Is that the exact mindset you want to follow for the rest of your life? Or is it finally time for you to break the mold and create your own path? Because in the end, It is never really about the brand of car you drive. It is entirely about the direction you are going and who you are becoming along the journey. If this video made you pause and think differently about your life today, if you suddenly see your own daily decisions and your own financial fears in a completely new, revealing light, then you already know exactly what you need to do right now. Hit that like button to support the channel. Go down into the comments and share your deepest thoughts with me. Are you optimizing for peace of mind, or are you secretly running from fear? And make sure you hit that subscribe button for more deep dive content that helps you completely decode the psychology behind everyday choices. Because remember, once you finally understand how the mind works, you stop being a player and you start to control the entire game.